Welcome everyone to Beer Culture with Brew Hops.
And Barley Malt.
Today we're in Johnstown, Ontario, home of Barley Malt. And since we're close to the American border, we've decided to pay tribute to a brewery down amongst our neighbors to the south.
So this beer that we're drinking today is called Rolling Rock. It's an extra pale lager, not an extra pale ale, for a lot of you who may only think of pale things as being in an ale. It's from Latrobe, Pennsylvania, but it's actually, that company, Rolling Rock, was bought by Anheuser-Busch, just like a lot of other companies. So it's actually based out of St. Louis, Missouri, is where the company is. It's actually based that makes this beer.
Yeah, and I mean, so far, it's an excellent beer. It's got a very light, crisp taste to it, and, you know, not much aftertaste. It's very easy drinking, good for parties, good for anything, really. And, I mean, they've had some interesting adverts as well, which seem to state that, basically, you can do just about anything with a Rolling Rock in your hand.
The nice thing about it is that if you're not a fan of the very carbonated beers and you like sort of a lighter carbonated drink, this is a really good one because it doesn't burn all that much where a lot of them do, and it doesn't stick on the back of your tongue. So this is one of those beers you really sort of taste from the front back, but once you've tasted it, it's not going to linger there with you.
Yeah, very, very easy drinking. And a lot of fun, too. We've looked into this beer a little bit, and we've noticed that every can or bottle has the number 33 on it. I don't know if you can see it over there back home. But the company states really not to know why that is there. I'm sure they actually do, but some have said that that is, what, the highest level you get to in the freemasons. Whereas other things are as simple as a pledge that they used to print on everything, I guess they still do, had 33 words in it, and the printer had originally, the beer comes from 1939, so the printer originally said 33 on the bottom, to indicate how many words it had, and somebody may have taken that as part of the pledge and put it on the can and bottle at that time. And that pledge for information reads, "From the glass-lined tanks of Old Latrobe, we tender this premium beer for your enjoyment as a tribute to your good taste."
Now, an interesting marketing strategy by Rolling Rock is it's fairly similar actually to Alexander Keith's in the way that they celebrate their founder's birthday. They've really decided to play up that 3-3. So if you're a drinker of Rolling Rock on March 3rd, so 3-3, you can celebrate 3-3 Day. And if you go onto the website of Rolling Rock, it actually gives you a list of all the things that you should do, including finding a fez, which is one of those funny little hats that you see Shriners wearing, and wearing that while you're drinking on the day, and also to play horseshoes if you can, because of course their symbol is a horse, as you can see on there.
Yeah. So, you know, a lot of fun. Maybe we'll have to try that barley.
Maybe
Yes.
we will.
Absolutely. Another thing is that, you know, this beer, as I said, goes with just about anything, and a lot of people actually really enjoy it. When we picked these up at the LCBO, a great place, one that we visit quite often, the guy selling the beer to us actually said he was quite surprised. I know up here in Canada we don't expect much from our American beer, but a lot of this type of stuff coming up here that we find in the LCBO, usually from smaller breweries and things, although this one is quite large it seems, it tends to be very, very good, actually, and it gets misrepresented because of a lot of kind of the mass-produced beer that we get up here.
Now, if you're a fan of steam whistle beer, if you've ever had that before, you'll notice that with steam whistle beer, it's actually a very similar bottle design, including that extra little sort of number thing that they have on their bottles.
It's very similar.
So if you look at steam whistle, just like Rolling Rock, it's a green bottle. Green bottle is about halfway between your white and your brown. It's not fantastic, but it's not great. We've talked about that before.
Usually there's symbolism in it, so
there's symbolism in it. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's the same, but it's similar to steam whistle as well. It's a painted on label. So they've been doing that for a long time. Yeah. So and I think they've been around longer than steam whistle.
Yes.
So
most definitely.
So they pioneered the same thing that they're using, and I expect it's for a lot of the same environmental reasons. And just like on Steam Whistle, there was a small
3FG, which meant 3 fired guys, referring to their history of the founders, I believe.
So it's the number 3 is occurring again.
Yes.
And same with the green bottle and the label, which is really, really interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we found these at the LCBO. They weren't too expensive. It was $4.70 for 2 cans. So that works
just
out
over
to
$2 a can.
$2.35 for each can, which is a really good price for them. And again, you can get them in cans such as this, and you can get them in bottles as well. I've never had it in a bottle, but I'm sure that it tastes. It tastes just as good. The neat thing about the bottle was you get to see the original way in which it was bottled.
Absolutely. And if anybody else out there has had it in a bottle, please send us a comment or a message. We'd love to hear what it's like. Because you're right, beer is often different in a can as compared to the bottle. Anything else to add there, Barley?
I don't think so, no.
Oh. All right. Well, cheers to you out there. And we've had a pleasure drinking beer and talking about it once again. This has been Beer Culture from Brew Hops.
And Barley Malt. Remember
that beer is proof that God loves us and wants us to be happy.
Please drink responsibly.
Cheers.